Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are new, please consider subscribing. My name is Yari and I'm a licensed beauty educator who creates educational videos for beauty professionals in training and those who like to continue learning. In this video, we are focusing on the Texas Cosmetology practical exam, and we are on the facial service and waxing with soft wax section. If you find the information helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who you may believe could find the information helpful to prepare for their exam. With that being said, let's get started. The next section is facial service. Please perform a basic facial and demonstrate massage manipulations. You have 17 minutes to complete this section. You'll be informed when you have 9 minutes remaining. You may begin. All right, you guys, so right when they say you may begin, we're going to sanitize our hands. And now you're probably wondering, what do I do with that Band-Aid that's on the forehead? So as soon as they say you may begin, go in there and take the Band-Aid off. Throw it in the trash, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Throw it in the trash, sanitize your hands again, then go into your kit and grab that facial bag. So no need to stress over the Band-Aid, it is all good. All right, so we're going into our kit. And this is what our facial bag looks like. It's going to become very repetitive. It is okay, you're going to be nervous during the first few steps, but I promise you you get to relax a little bit. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Remember, each bag has 2 paper towels, and you always start off by disinfecting the work table. Like I said, this is going to be the cleanest table ever, but that is okay. Trash, right? Sanitize. Second paper towel, okay? And I do this to lay all my items on top of the paper towel, therefore everything is nice and clean. So you guys start off by taking everything out, therefore you know what you're working with, okay? But if you start taking one thing out at a time and trying to use it as you're getting the things out, it's going to confuse you. So start off by getting everything out of the bag first. So I have 2 towels and a clip. You'll know what that's for in just a second. I have my cape, okay? I have a little disposable hair cap. I have cotton rounds. I have a headband. I have all of the products that I'm going to be using, which are, I have makeup remover. I have moisturizer. I have toner. I have the massage oil, or this can also be cream. It doesn't have to be oil, okay? And I have the cleanser. So that's everything that I'm going to be using. And then, of course, we have our original bag. This bag, you guys, y'all know I always set it to the side. I do not throw it in the trash. I know a lot of you guys, the day of the test, you get so nervous that you want to throw everything in the trash. Therefore, your trash bag is extremely full and heavy because you just want to throw everything in the trash. And hey, if that's the way that you're trained, then go for it, but you do not need to do that, okay? So first things first, okay? Let's sanitize our hands, okay? And just to start getting our station nice and clean, let's start off by putting the head draping on our mannequin. So we have our headband, okay? Let's do the headband first. Okay, to get this hair out of the way, right? Then we do the disposable cap. Okay, we got that out the way. All right, great. Next, we have towels. Let's do the first towel. Now, I know these mannequins' necks are really small, so why don't you fold your towel like this, okay? Come in the front and just roll it around the neck and just tuck it in. Tuck that towel in, that first towel, you can just tuck it in. I promise you it's going to stay. Don't worry. Next, you have a cape. Now, notice how my cape is short, okay? These are just little short vinyl capes. You can find these online, I'm sure. Even some beauty supply stores have these. And you just wrap it around the mannequin as well. Do the same thing, okay? And these have Velcros, but again, the mannequin's necks are so small, so I'm just rolling it around. And then we have our second towel. We are draping it towel, cape, towel. And again, second towel, exact same way. And I'm just going to bring it to the back. And remember that clip that I showed you I had is going to hold that towel in the back, okay? And it's not gonna move. It's going to stay. And you see how my cape is nice and short, it's not bulky, it's not heavy. It works for me. All right, cool. Now that our mannequin is nicely prepped, let's set up the product. Our cleanser first, then it's makeup remover, then is massage, then is toner, then it is moisturizer, okay? We have cotton rounds. Why don't we take out the cotton rounds that we're going to need for these sections? So 2 cotton rounds for cleanser, 2 cotton rounds for the cleanser, and I'm only setting the cotton rounds in front of the bottles. So 2 cotton rounds for the cleanser. We're going to do 3 cotton rounds in front of our makeup removing bottle, 2 cotton rounds in front of my massage cream or oil, whichever you decide to use, and 1 cotton round in front of my toner, and that's optional. I'll tell you why, okay? Then my little baggie, I'm just gonna set it to the side. Why is that? If I need more, I can go in there and get some more. It's not a problem. I just do this and I line up everything in this way so that I do not forget, okay? So once you have everything ready to go, we can now continue with the actual steps, okay? So here we go. So the first step is we are going to remove the eye makeup and lip makeup from the mannequin, okay? So we are going to start again. We already sanitized our hands. So we're grabbing the first cotton round and I am going to grab a little bit of the product. And I believe that using pumps is a little bit easier for you guys taking the test versus jars. If you have jars, then what do you need? You need spatulas, right? To dispense the product from the jars. But if you have jars and it works for you, then do it. Just know that you'll need spatulas. Okay, so first I apply my eye makeup remover and we're going to remove the eyeshadow from the eye. So I do it in this manner. I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4 across, then lower lashes. Let me show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4 across, lower lashes. This is now trash, sanitize. Other eye, you do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 across, lower lashes. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 across, lower lashes, trash, sanitize. Next, lipstick. Okay, same step. Grab your cotton round, fold it. We're working with the lip. We're going inward, okay? So we're going 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2. I do not want to see you guys do this. You're just smearing it, right? And you're getting the lipstick all over the cheeks and the jawline right there. So no, you're going inward. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is now trash, sanitize. All right. Next, we are ready for our cleanser. So again, we're using pump, so easily you can dispense some of the product to the back of your hand. Okay, just like that. And we start to spread it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have to do it this way? You do not need to do it that way. That's just what I do so that we don't forget any areas. Okay, grab the rest of the product, and what they want to see is cleansing manipulations. So we're starting at the chin. Chin. Cheeks. We're doing a lot of circular motions, you guys. Cheeks. Temples. Around the eyes. I'm only using one finger around the eyes. Forehead. Bridge of the nose. Sides of the nose. Again, chin. Cheeks. Temples. Around the eyes. Forehead. Bridge of the nose, sides of the nose, okay? How many times? Easily you can do it about 3 times throughout the face. Now, mind you that the raiders may be walking back and forth. They may stand next to you for a few seconds. Don't let that freak you out. I mean, don't even make eye contact with anyone. Just continue working. and just focus on your station. Remember that if they see you looking around, trying to see what the person sitting in front of you, next to you, behind you is doing, then you can get in trouble and they may consider that as cheating. And of course, that is not good. We're coming to a stop right at the temples. Easily you can sanitize your hands after this step. And then what do? Well, we have to take the cleanser off, don't we? So remember those 2 cotton rounds that were sitting right in front of our cleansing cream bottle? We're going to pretend that they're sponges, or of course, regular cotton rounds work as well. So let's remove the product. Across and across, across and across, over to one side. Transition around the chin, side to side, up the forehead, up the hairline, fold your sponge, bridge of the nose, sides of the nose, above the upper lip if needed. Ooh, you're probably thinking, wow, how am I going to remember that? Look, you do not need to remove it exactly the way that I just did it. But what I don't want to see any of you guys do is this. Okay, removing it this way, moving downward, you do not do that. If anything, you guys, if your mind happens to go blank, just do upward strokes, okay? Move up and never down. Also, don't be slapping the mannequin around, okay? So whichever way works for you, I just don't want to see you do this, okay? Practice. That's all I can say is practice. But laying everything in front of you in the order that you will perform it will help you a lot. After we're done with these are now trash. Sanitize. Okay, so now we're ready for the massage part of this section. We're going to do facial massages. So we have our massage oil. This could also be cream instead of oil. I just want to point that out. And so I'm going to just add a few pumps of oil to my hand. Okay, there's the oil. I'm going to go up and across, up and across. And then I'm just going to focus on spreading. And I'm going to spread it the exact same method, the exact same way that I did my cleanser. Chin, cheeks, temples, around the eyes, forehead, bridge of the nose, sides of the nose. And I'm doing that to make sure that there's product over the entire face. Once you have the product nicely spread, then you begin with the massages. The massages they want to see is effleurage, petrissage, and tapotement, okay? And yes, they have to be in that order. All right, so we're starting on the forehead. Effleurage is a continuous stroking movement. You're using your ring finger and your middle finger, and you're doing this. Effleurage. Now, there's many different versions of effleurage. Effleurages can also be like this, okay? But I'm doing it in this way since it's forehead. It's a much more narrow area. So effleurage is a continuous stroking movement. Effleurage. Effleurage. They give you 17 minutes to complete this section, you guys. And so 17 minutes, it's a long time. No one really ever takes that long, but you want to try to not skip any steps. So effleurage. The next massage is called petrissage. Think of pinching. Petrissage, also known as kneading. You're using your thumb and your index finger, and you're giving the skin almost like a little pinch. Petrissage. 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 And the last and final massage they want to see is tapotement. Tapping. Tapotement. Now, remember, don't use your nails. Don't stab your nails on the mannequin. You're using the bottom balls of your fingers. Tapotement. Tapping. Tapotement. Tapotement. Then we circle around the temples and we are done. We're sanitizing our hands and we grab those 2 cotton rounds that were in front of our massage oil cream bottle and we remove the excess product from the face. This is now trash. Sanitize. All right, not done just yet. Next, we are going to apply our toner to the mannequin. Now, the toner can be simply sprayed on, okay? So you can spray it just like that, or you can apply it to a cotton round. They don't care if you spray it or if you use a cotton round, you know. My students are used to using a cotton round, so this is what we do. And we're just simply going throughout the entire face and we are applying it. Okay, this is the toner. This is trash, sanitize, and last but not least, we have our moisturizer. Now, let me remind you that all of the products, all the facial products must be labeled. Now, in the PSI packet and the PSI bulletin, they do have a list of items that they do not want you to label. But for sure, you know, these products must be labeled, like moisturizer, toner, you know, what they are. They do not want you to label the cotton rounds. They do not want you to label the gloves, things like that. But so, you know, be very mindful and pay attention to that list. And again, in a separate video, I have of what's inside each and every bag, and you can kind of check out all the items that I have labeled. But again, last step is our moisturizer. And again, you don't need very much product, and this is the last step. We're just spreading our moisturizer. Also, many of you guys ask me if it has to be real product, like actual product, like actual moisturizer, like actual makeup remover or actual toner. It can be mock product. It doesn't have to be like real cleanser or anything like that, but it does need to be labeled as if it was, but it can be mock product. We're stopping right at the temples. I am sanitizing my hands, and now it is cleanup time. I have a lot of things in front of me, so what do? Once we're done performing all the required steps, we grab our original bag and I start putting all my bottles, make sure everything is closed, back into my bag, okay? This bag is now going to go into the back of my kit, okay? Sanitize, grab the paper towel. Guys, I'm not done yet. This here, our draping, is going to come off. But you're only removing that top towel. You're going to leave that towel that we started with and this cape, okay? These can go into the trash. And by the way, you throwing this into the trash, you're probably wondering, Miss Yadi, but I want that back. I want that towel back. You guys, you get to take the trash bag home with you so you can take whatever you need out of the trash bag. You throwing things in the trash is saying, I'm done with it. I no longer need it. So yes, I'm keeping the towel in the underneath that we started with, and I'm keeping this cape for the next section, okay? Once you have done that, we've sanitized our hands, we've disinfected our workstation. That is when you raise your hands that you are done. Candidates, please stop working. All scoring has been completed for this section. Thank you. The next section is waxing service using soft wax. Please apply a simulated wax product to one eyebrow. You have 14 minutes to complete this section. You'll be informed when you have 7 minutes remaining. You may begin. All right, we're sanitizing our hands as always. Then we go into our kit. Remember, your kit will be on the floor the day of the test. And we get our waxing service bag. This is what our bag looks like. And you already know the process by now, right? We're disinfecting first. One towel, cotton rounds. We have a headband, disposable hair cap. We have antiseptic spray, astringent. We have gloves. We have our waxing strips. We have spatulas, and we have our mock wax. This is just Vaseline. in a jar, but you must label it as mock wax. So that's what that looks like. We have our original bag, of course. You know, we always save it and put that to the side. Okay, so first things first, after laying everything out, let's sanitize our hands again for good luck. Then we continue by draping our mannequin yet once again. For those of you wondering, can I use a new cape each time for each section? Yes, you can. I keep the same cape for the facial section and the waxing section. The only thing that we are adding is a new towel each time after. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So here's our towel. We're wringing it right around the nape, and we're using our clip to hold it back. Therefore, this will not go anywhere. So this is a new towel. There we go. All right, you guys. So we have our mock wax, we have our antiseptic, our astringent, mock wax. Okay. You need to get two spatulas out. Set those right in front of your mock wax. You need 2 wax strips. Okay. 2 wax strips. We have gloves, so you just need 1 pair of gloves, and I usually just have 2 pairs in here just in case something happens. And you need cotton rounds. So how many cotton rounds do you need? You need 2, 1, you need 3. Remember that laying everything in the order that you will use it will always help you. So once you have everything laid out, we have our gloves. So put on your gloves. Once you have your gloves on, we're going to start by cleaning the brow area first with antiseptic. Okay, so first cotton round, spray your cotton round with antiseptic. It doesn't matter which brow you do. We're going to clean the brow area first. This is now trash. Sanitize. With that second cotton round, we're going to pat the area dry. Okay, you have to do this step. Don't forget to dry the area, because you do not wax over wet skin. So once you have cleaned the area, you want to dry it. Okay, that is now trash. Sanitize. All right, so we're done with this bottle. Next, we are going to check the temperature of the wax in the inside of our wrist. So what do? We open up our jar. We grab a small amount of wax, close your jar. You get points taken off for leaving any jars open. And so what you're doing is you are checking the temperature of the wax in the inside of your wrist. This spatula is now trash. Sanitize. Grab the first fabric, apply it right over that wax on your wrist, and boom, perfect. It's perfect temperature. It's never hot, right? So we don't want to burn our mannequin. Great. Once you've done that, now you're actually ready to apply to the actual brow. So here we go. Opening our jar again, grabbing a little bit of wax, closing our jar. You guys, what they want to see is that you're applying the wax in the direction of the hair growth, and that you are removing in the opposite direction, and then of course you're also holding the skin taut, right? That you're holding the skin tight. So here we go. We're applying in the direction of the hair growth. Of course, we're pretending here this is mock product. Applying in the direction of the hair growth. Perfect. This is now trash. Sanitize. We grab that second fabric that we had out, and we apply it right over our wax. Okay. And then as we hold the skin taut, we are pulling the fabric in the opposite direction that we applied. This is now trash. Sanitize. And lastly, we grab our last and final cotton round, and we give it a few sprays with our astringent, and it's the perfect time to help us remove any residue that is on the mannequin from that wax, right? Our mock wax, which is Vaseline. And trash, sanitize, and you're all done. That's it. Super simple, very easy. Again, having everything set up in the order that you will use it will help you. Antiseptic first, mock wax, astringent last. Okay, so it is now what? It is cleanup time. So we're putting all those baggies inside of our original bag. We have our original bag right here next to us. Putting those right back in along with our bottles. Make sure everything is closed. And now this bag, you guys, goes back into the very back of our kit. It does not need to go in the trash. I mean, if you wanted to, it can, but just put it back in your kit. It's all good. Okay, sanitize our hands. Remember this paper towel? We use it to disinfect our station one last time before we raise our hand that we are all done. This goes here along with our gloves, right? Guess what? We are now taking all the draping off of our mannequin to get it ready for our next section. So I am removing now the cape and all of the towels. Okay, now all of this can go into the trash. Again, it's not literal trash, but we no longer need it. Okay, so trash, sanitize. Then that is when you raise your hand that you are done. Candidates, please stop working. All scoring has been completed for this section. Thank you. You guys, that is it for these 2 sections of the exam. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your continued support in showing the channel so much love. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you find these 2 sections of the test easy or are they a little hard. Let me know your thoughts. You guys, let's keep going, let's keep growing, and I'll see you on the next one.